And this is Todd. So let me go ahead and first pull up my video. Okay, load. There we go. Okay. Guess I gotta wait for the ad to play. Hey, look at that. We got a new member. Sear Clinton. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Clifton. Thanks for joining us, man. Very cool. Let me go and check my audio. Hey, look at that. We got it. Okay, perfect. Great. It's quite a lag on there. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Real quick, I had fun rearranging my castle yet again, just a little bit. Still got her doing the cool karate kick on Merman there. And that's pretty much all I changed, was just threw Beastman up there and karate kick over there and dun-da-da, not much else. But we're here to talk about this piece of plastic that I have made. Let's find out where it goes and what it does and how it works. But first we got to get it off of its base. Whenever you print, it has to have lots of supports. So I have to get it off the supports first. And for that, I have some tools. Hey, Luis, thanks for joining us. I can't believe we got our new member. Thank you again for joining us. I think that makes 3 members now we have on the team, maybe 4. So it's still a pretty small membership, but thank you for joining us. Very cool. Welcome to the Warrior. That's so cool. Mike Fee, as you can see, is a member. Jinx Caliber is a member, and Luis is a member. So I think you're the 4th one. Luis, my day was pretty good. I just got off work. Today I had to go into the city, so that was kind of a little different. But anyway, I got off. I'm trying to figure out how I want to break this off here without destroying the part underneath. I guess I will start with my channel locks. Channel locks are always fun. Now, what stinks is the supports look so cool. I mean, it looks like something from the outside of Castle Grayskull, or some kind of forest thing, or some kind of crazy mountain thing. And everyone thought it was some kind of cool maze, but sorry, you guys, it's just the supports. So let me go ahead and break the supports off of here. Let's see if I can get them off without causing too much damage to the actual structure. That's the hardest part about printing, is getting it off of the supports after you've printed it. I spend sometimes more time breaking it out, it feels like, than just about anything else, depending on the figure. And it's kind of funny. I have some stuff I still have not broken off the supports. Like my mini monster here still is in his supports. I know it's going to be a pain to break them out of here, so I've been too lazy to break them out. And I even got a big one over here that's still stuck in his supports for the same reason, because I know it's a pain to get these things off. So anyway, I digress. Let's get back to cracking and popping and trying to get this thing free. There we go. I feel like I'm cracking nuts or something on Christmas morning with the old nutcracker. And it's funny about these things sometimes too. Sometimes you have the supports on here and they'll just all of a sudden break off really easily. And it's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. But other times, like in this case, they get stuck really good. In fact, you know what this looks like? This looks like the Whispering Woods playset that they were trying to make at one time. The way all these pieces look coming up. If you guys ever get a chance to look at that, go on Google and look up Whispering Woods playset. It would have been really cool if they would have actually finished and made it. Now I have to be careful, so I got little points up here that are actually part of the sculpt. One's there and one's right there. That one didn't come out that great. We'll see if I can get those off without destroying them. because they are important to this build. Oh, there we go. Ooh, danger, danger. See, there's that little piece right there I don't want to break. Oops, pointing that you guys can't even see. Sorry about that. Sounds very crunchy. What is that guy eating? Yes, the fun part. Who was asking yesterday about 3D printing? Are you on here today? So you can see the not so fun part of trying to do your 3D prints. And this one's not so bad. This is the tree one. If you don't have the tree one, it's even worse to get it off later. And this is why we sand our prints when we're done with them, because of this giant mess trying to get it all off. Now sometimes you can get it off by heating it up first, easier. But other times I've destroyed parts trying to get them off by heating them up. Ooh. Usually I do this off camera because of how painful it is. But for the reveal, I figured I would do it on camera live so you guys can all sit and watch me crack all these parts off. Okay. Plastic parts are flying. It's like someone really wrapping your Christmas presents really badly in hard plastic. Maximum effort. Exactly. And trying not to ruin the sculpt underneath at the same time. Question is, how long before my wife comes and closes my door? We'll see how tired she gets of this, all this sound. So I keep going out of the camera angle. This piece is so big and trying to get a grip. And I'm just going to raise this camera up a little bit. So my hands keep coming to the top up here anyway. All right. So you probably already guessed when and if I do sell this, I'll sell this multiple ways. One of the ways will be unbroken off of the supports, which would be the cheapest way to buy it, which means you'll be stuck having to break it off of your supports yourself. And then, of course, the second way will be raw. The third way will be resin coated and painted. For those that want to buy this, there'll be more than one option. As usual. That's really stuck on there. It's stuck on you. Come on. The scary part is if you accidentally break the part underneath. That's the bad part about this. Alright, here's the delicate part. See that little pin right there has to survive getting this off without breaking the pin. Can it be done? I should have made the pin bigger. Maybe the next version. You know what? I'm going to grab some wire cutters so I don't destroy that pin. I'll be right back with some wire cutters. You guys can look at this mess. I'll close the door, beautiful. I just told my wife I'd close the door and she's like, thank you. All right, I got some wire cutters here. Let's see if we can't save this little piece from getting destroyed. Hooray, looks like it's going to make it through. It's going to make it through. All right, there's one of the pins that survived. I know those tree pieces look so cool and how they're all coming off as scrap. Would have been cool if we could have got the whole thing off in one big piece. I'm angry at Bigger Toy Store. The Ripper will be here on Friday. Yeah, I didn't even realize they had it for sale. I never actually pre-ordered the Road Ripper. So I totally missed out somehow. I don't know how I missed it. So I'm kind of a little annoyed too at myself for not seeing it when it was up for sale and picking it up. This does look very Road Ripper green, doesn't it? Oh, the side's almost free. It's getting a little more delicate as I get down towards the smaller end down here. Just be a little more careful when I rip off here. Whew. Where's that screwdriver? I'll just crush it off. Ugh. So what'd you do today? I watched some guy online pull apart green plastic off of another piece of green plastic. Huh, sounds like fun. I should have brought my Dremel tool in to sand off some of these mating surfaces here. Okay. There they are. That looks pretty good. Oh, that pin is not going to last very long. Yep, I should have made it a little bit bigger. That's the cool part about your first one is you can go back and figure out what you need to change on all the rest. to make them better. So you can always go back and make things better, right? All right, one side down, one side left to go. Where is the pin on this side? Did I already mess it up? Did I already break off that pin? I think I might have. Where is my screwdriver? It's funny, on the computer it looks so nice. When you try to break it out of this cocoon of plastic. Yep, there's my other pin right there. It's not perfect. That was a nice big chunk to remove. So close. All right, hold on a second. Got my garbage can here. Scrape all these parts into the can. Now that we're getting close, can't get a grip on it because it's angled. There we go. So close. Ah. hooray. Still a small few pieces left. That didn't quite come all the way out. But not bad. Whew. What a mess. Now, I have no idea if it's going to actually fit or work or not, so this will be kind of a fun fit test to see. Now, it's funny, when I pulled this off, you can see one of the bricks actually got ripped off during my removal of the parts. So that was kind of interesting a little bit. Now for this to work, this whole area here has to be nice and smooth, so I got to break off all these little chunks that I left behind. So this is my mating surface right here. All right, so you guys know what it is yet? If you know what it is, call it out. And I'll take a look right now at your guys' guesses. What you think this is. You could probably guess what it is now. Figure Motion 23 says nope. Gadget. All right, so it still needs to be sanded and smoothed out. And let's go ahead and get rid of these last remnants of chunks. Let me move my iPad over so you guys can see. My pants are coated in this. Here's what this is. Drum roll, please. We'll see if it fits in there or not. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And it fits to the periphery of the floor. And the idea is now you have a nice support. And it kind of gives a little bit more stylistic to the castle a little bit. Now I wanted to make this side extra wide for the elevator, so there's still a lot of gap to get in there, but it gives you nice support. It kind of separates the rooms a little bit. And now I could print a second one for this side, and I can resin coat it, paint it with the same color gray as the floor, and there is my new support. Way better than my sticks, right? Now, because this one comes so far out on the sides, the one for underneath here is going to be different, just an arch only. So I haven't made my plans exactly how I'm doing the one for this floor, but there it is. Let's try it on the other side now. I'm sure it's going to fit the same because obviously it's the same exact flooring. Over the pin. Look at that. That came out better than I thought. See, now you got little catacombs from the go inside of and stuff. The sticks are cheaper. A lot less at work too. But I remember I came up with the idea. I had a dream. And in my dream, I was dreaming about how to make this piece. Now, it does kind of stink here. It's nice and high and all the way through. But I wanted to give it enough support here. So on this side, you can see how far the floor flexes when I pull it out. On this side, I'll put it over here so you can see better, is it's a little bit shorter here for strength. So the girl figure fits through there no problem. Let's go and try Manny faces and see how he fits on there. Oh, he fits just barely. But it's just a little bit shorter there. But I think that just makes the castle so much cooler, having those. Granted, it does make your space smaller. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, what about me? I don't have the floor to put it on against. So I'm going to make little square pieces the same height as the floor that you'll put underneath here. And you can glue them to it to make yours taller. So it'll just be little squares that you can put underneath there. They'll be like little floor pieces. But if you bought the floor system from me, then this will work great with the floors. So I still have one more to make, and that's for the front here. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to make it. I haven't decided yet. You know, I might just, because now that floor's there, these sticks aren't that bad. I might just end up making some kind of pillar to go in there instead of an actual whole entire floor piece or a whole entire wall piece. Yep, just duck a little bit. So let's see, let's take a full-size standing up guy. There we go. This guy's standing up. Ooh. Okay, we'll make him stand full height. As tall as he can. Oh, you know what? If you line his feather or his thing up with the middle, he actually does fit through there even standing up. That's cool. I guess it does work. I thought it'd be a little bit too short. And if you don't have my floors, these will be even taller. So if you actually are going all the way from the structure down here, you'll actually have even more height in your doorways. But yeah, I tried to think of all kinds of ways to do it. And like I said, I had a dream. And in my dream, I thought of this. And it's like, you know, that will work pretty good. You know what's even more crazy? I just realized now that this floor is supported, all you really need is just a piece right here. It's just a little chunk to hold up the other floor on this side. Of course, this whole thing's ready to fall out. No, I guess maybe not. I guess I need a little more than that. But anyway, so let's see what you guys think. Joseph says that's cool. Jinx Calipers, way nice design. Juan Solo says the sticks are cheaper. Wow. With just one wall, you made an armory. Congrats. Thanks. My first guess was half right. I guess it was support, but thought it was supposed to go behind the drawbridge. Now I gotta buy this plus a floor and wedge pieces. Sorry, Figure Motion 23. Thanks, Mike. Yep, I'm pretty happy about it. Yep, floor supports. You are right. Entrance hang over before the drawbridge. Yep, the wall. No gap filler yet. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, so once I finish the other side too, I got to print another one. Then I'll figure out what to make for the center here. I might make some slight alterations. Like I said, a couple things. Instead of these being pins, I might make them a little bit longer on both sides because the pins help hold it in place. And then I think I might make these bricks right here sit a little different because I'm just not a fan of where these bricks look. You know, I mean, they're not so bad once they're installed. Let me install and take a look and see. Of course, on this side, it's harder to install because it's just one wall. There we go. I guess it looks okay. What do you guys think? You think these 4 bricks right here need to be fixed? Or do you think they're okay? Let's see, one. I guess it's because this bumps out here, that's why. See, if you take a look at the top of the floor, it bumps out right there. That's why I bumped the bricks in those spots. Anyway, I think it's way better than the sticks having to keep falling out. And like it says, it adds kind of a little extra playability to the castle. Because now guys can kind of hide behind the walls and other things like that. You can make different corridors now. Thanks, James. Thanks, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. See, I told you I was thinking of something cool. It's funny, this was not my original plan. My original plan was to make pillars that had gargoyles on the top. And I was going to have a pillar here and there. And it's like, well, pillars take up a lot of room because at least this is thin, so you don't lose too much space, while a pillar would be more square or circular and would take up more room all the way around. And then I was tempted to make the inside hollow, and I thought, you know what, that's lame. So the back side is also bricks too, but because the back side's where all the supports are, it is really mangled on the back, as you can see. But I still did the brickwork on the back. So again, I'll be selling these as 3 different ways. Either one, you got to pull the supports off yourself. That'll be the cheapest way, which you guys saw was a pain in the rear to do. 2, just like this where it's raw, there might still be some chunks to pick off here and there or other things just because it's a pain to get every single little chunk off. Or 3, where it's nicely sanded, resin coated, and painted to match the floor set. Now, I won't be resin coating all of them. I'll only be resin coating the ones that people already bought the floors for so they can match, and painting them. So if you've already bought the floors from me, you guys get first dibs, those who are who've bought from me before in the past. And yours are the only ones I'll be painting, is if you already bought a painted floor. Because anybody else can just paint their own. And if you want one in gray instead of green, you can let me know before I print it. And I can print it in gray instead. So in case you're like, you know what, I just want gray walls. I don't want green Castle Grayskull walls. I personally wanted green. I thought it'd be cool to have them all match. But I'm going to leave this one on this side. And then I'll put up my sticks on this side until I can get my other wall printed. I just wasn't a fan of the sticks all the time. I mean, I like the band, just not the little rods. This looks way cooler. Mike Fee, I'm glad I bought one of the painted ones off because I stink at painting. That's funny. Let's see. Battle Tiger says it's an interior wall. It looks nicer than exterior walls due to the weather. I wouldn't change it. Yeah, nice. Do you still accept floor orders? Right now, I'm done making floors because I have one set left to sell and make. Once I get a bunch of these walls done, then I will go back and make some more floors. But unfortunately, until I could figure out a better way to print these, I'll probably try to figure out something tonight to find out some way to print these a little faster and a little cleaner. Not cleaner, but just faster. Maybe figure out something for the supports. That is so cool. It was such a pain making this match exactly to the floor. You can see how it curves back and forth along there. But I'm surprised it worked. I was really dreading if it was going to actually fit or not the first time. I took so many measurements, trying to make it work just right. I was in here with a tape measure, measuring different parts. But I am pretty happy with it. You know, even without those pins, they stay on pretty good. I might not worry about the pins recreating them. I don't know. Cool, cool. Make a jail cell. Yeah, I've thought about making a jail cell. The only problem you have with a jail cell is let me turn this chair here and I will show you the problem with a jail cell. Oh, is for a jail cell to work, for this to fall into place, the swing of this goes right across the door in front. So you'd have to either make a cell that has an angle that comes down like this to match the swing of this, like that, and then comes down and then fills this area, or it's going to be in front of the door to fit right, or it's going to be open on top, which isn't much of a jail cell at all. Now, I did make something already in the past. Many of you guys have seen it. Let me go grab one and show you. Now, the one I have is for classics, but I've made them for Origins a long time ago. Now again, this one right here was actually made for classics, so it's really big. But I made a smaller version for Origins a long time ago. Let me move some of these tools out of the way here. This is one of my first big projects I made too, and sold online. There it is. I made a big giant jail cell. Let's see it here. This is one of the first things I made a long time ago. And you can see it's got a lot of shading and stuff on it because I made it for classics. And the top of this matches the original sticker. Oh, let me show you. For those that are new to my channel, I know most of you guys have already seen this years ago when I first made it, but you can see the jail cell matches the original sticker with the dots. I have the same number of dots on there and same style. So it's almost like the Well of Souls on top. And then if you slide this back, you can then open up the gate. And inside there I got some bones laying in there that actually glow in the dark. And if you notice, this is kind of funny. Mike might know this because I think he has one. Is the floor inside there is the same pattern I used for the Castle Grayskull floor that I sell. But you can see it's kind of cool. The skull glows in the dark on the front. And this was, like I said, the first thing I made a bunch of and sold. I kept making them until people stopped buying them. I made quite a few. But again, it was really spendy because I think it was 7 prints. So I had a print for this, a print for this, which is one giant piece, a print for this, that, and then the window inside was a separate print too. And let me show you how it fits with classics figures. Where is He-Man? I know many of you guys have already seen this, and I got whole videos on them. And the Origins one sold more than the Classics one. Put your sword behind you, man. So you can kind of get the height. See, there's He-Man inside the jail cell. Ta-da. But yeah, and it was cool too because the original Origins one, it actually fit under the floors on the castle. So if you had that, you could just slide it up under the floors, and then the actual this became like your second floor. Anyway, I'll stop showing off my cool dungeon. Just search on my channel for the word dungeon, and you will see all kinds of videos on it, from the initial builds to everything else. So, yes, I did make a jail cell already once. was massive. It was pretty cool. And yeah, it was kind of spendy. Thanks, Dorky Hippie. Show us how the... Oh, sure. I guess I'll go grab it again. So right down here in the bottom, when you pull it up, yes, the spikes actually go right into the holes. And then on top, it's just a channel. And you lift it up, and here's the actual gate. Flat on the back, rivets on the front. And then once you close the top, it then seals the gate in so that you can't get out. So you have to actually shift it a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to print the little pins separately too. All these little pins here. Yeah, Trapjaw, feeling the texture of the wall. What's funny is, take a look at Trapjaw. He has some of the plastic in his hand. I don't know if you can see that or not. He has some of the whisked plastic in his hand right there, like he... What is this? Yeah, I think next time I might print it up and down like this instead of laying flat. I think that will cut down how much supports I'm gonna need. Hopefully, maybe just angle it just slightly. I don't know. We'll have to see. That was such a pain getting those supports off. What a pain. All right, so now you guys know. Let me first get my process down pat before I start selling these and before I take pre-orders. And then I'll do it just like the floors. I'll take a bunch of pre-orders and do the same thing. And again, people that bought floors get first dibs. Of course, people that are members of this channel, not subscribers, but members, they get very first dib. So they get the very, very first dib. And then second dibs, obviously, people who bought floors already in the past. And then finally, everybody else. Because I still have to create the pieces that go underneath because without the floor, it's not going to work for you. You're going to have something this thick to go underneath it to raise them up to the height of the floors. That does look cool. I'm going to have to call my wife in here and show her. Did you say I have a floor? Nope, I do not have any floors available right now, unfortunately. I have one set left, but they're already spoken for. I have to finish painting them and resin coating them. And then I'll be mailing them out to the guy. I do have a bunch of round ones left. The 90-degree round ones, unpainted. Which I may just throw on eBay or something. Somebody asked me to make a round one time, so I did. And then after he saw the round one, he's like, you know what? I like the square one better. It's like, oh. So I think I have like 2 or 3 sets of the round ones still left. So, all right. Thanks for watching. That's all I got. Yep, Mike, you know the routine. I first got to make the other side, though, and see how it works with both of them. And then try to make something for this front side first. And then I'll release them as a full set. So... Thank you. Did you get a buildings permit? We're not going to let the building inspectors in the building. From outside, you can't tell we changed anything. Good journey, you guys. Thanks for watching.